county friends, my urban farming friends. How is everyone today? I think you can see Grayson in the background. He's on top of my cutting table over there. Getting on my fabric. Hold on just a second. I don't want him on that fabric. Hey, get off of that, buddy. Hop off. Hop off. No. I want you on that. Okay. He has been a handful these past couple of days. So I wanted to pop online and do a really quick video about our upcoming quilt. Are y'all ready to see it? I think I finally have the final draft of the pattern, and I could have chosen to do a fall quilt. However, I really want to do a winter quilt. I don't have a winter quilt, so it was on my mind, so that's what we're making. And I'm calling this quilt Winter's Kiss because, you know, you have that kiss of winter, or we do here. We don't really have a winter here. We do get some snow. We do get some ice occasionally. Usually once a winter, we'll have a snow or an ice, you know, event, and it's usually one and it's done. I have seen it do way more than that here, but usually it's a one and done kind of deal. So, are y'all ready? And I redesigned the pattern to, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. I got a video that's going to post Friday of me driving. Maybe y'all like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. So, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? What do you think? What you think? Tell me what you think. And I love the secondary pattern this makes. I love this, and it reminds me of snowflakes. But this is the pattern that I've come up with. It's really, I think this is going to be really simple. I'm going to actually call this a beginner's quilt because I really think that a beginner can make this. So, and I've been working on the sewing guide. I think I have it. Why does it look awful dark all of a sudden? It looks awful dark all of a sudden. I'm going to point you guys up just a little bit. I do have another light I can put on. I actually have more lights in here. So the only thing is this is really small. This is the yardage requirements, and this will be, I'll leave a link for the drop box. Let me see if I can get this bigger because this is really, really small. And let me see if I can blow that up and make that a little bit bigger. So that's the yardage requirements, and I am going to be using yardage out of my stash, and it's the fabric that Grayson was trying to lay on just a few minutes ago. So I am going to design this quilt with I love EQ8 because you can take pictures of your fabric and you can insert that into EQ8 and you can see exactly what your quilt's going to look like before you ever cut a piece of fabric. So this is our snowflake block, and I figured out how to do this one without having to do it as a square and a square. Let me see if I can cut this light on if it helps. I don't know that this will help, guys, because it does look awful dark. Oh, that does help, doesn't it? It's behind my computer, but it does help. And then the other block in it is a simple 9-patch. Very simple. So this is going to be the most complicated of the blocks. And I designed this quilt to be 100 and, that says 109. I'm probably not going to make it that big. I'm more than likely going to leave off one row. So I still have a little tweaking to do, but for all intents and purposes, this pattern should be ready to go up this weekend. So that'll give you guys time to go through your stash or to purchase fabrics to make this with, because I want to start this quilt along on around the first weekend in September. Well, yeah, the first weekend in September. That's not Labor Day weekend, is it? If that's Labor Day weekend, we'll start it the next weekend, and it takes as long as it takes to make it. I mean, I'm not going to put a time frame on it. If it takes us a month to make this quilt, or for me to get it all stitched, because most of y'all know I do work full-time, and I know a whole bunch of y'all work full-time too. So we're not going to get in any hurry to get this done. If it takes us till December, I don't think it's going to take us till December at all. So, I love it, but it does look kind of fall looking though, doesn't it? With the browns in there, it's kind of browns and purples and some greens. I mean, you could really make this fall. You can use any colors that you want to use doing this. And while I'm on here talking, I do have an Instagram. It's been linked to this YouTube channel. So it's a place where we can share pictures, and I need to do a hashtag like hashtag Elizabeth Quilts or however you do that. I'm not sure about all this stuff, how it all works. So, but this is going to be hashtag Winter's Kiss SAL, I think is what I did on Instagram. Yeah, I'm out here doing a video. He has impeccable timing, doesn't he? He does it every time when I take a nap. Yeah, I'm recording a video. He's on top of my fabric. Get him off of that, please. It's like this
you need to
stack.
move the fabric.
Yeah, hand it here. Take him off of it and hand me my fabric. I done got him off of it once. Hand me the fabric. I'll show you guys the fabric that I'm thinking about using to make my quilt. Ooh, and I have pictures of it. Ooh, I have pictures of it. So I'm thinking this color. Can y'all see that good enough? Can y'all see that good enough? It's a really pretty blue. Oh, it looks better back here. This is actually more the color. I have this really dark blue that I'm thinking of using for maybe these right in here. So I'm thinking, and I also have this color blue too. So I have, those are almost the same. They're shades, they're shade different. Just so you know you're in the camera shot, Jimmy. Just so you know. And I have this lighter color. I don't have enough of it, I don't think. So I'm going to end up using white for this white portion. I have plenty of white. But I pulled out the colors that I wanted to use and have this really pretty gray. I just got to get them imported over. And then I have this I'm looking at. And I have this left from the, I made a cabin quilt for my manager at work for Christmas last year. And then I have this gray. I drug out all of these that don't know which ones are going to make it into the quilt and which ones aren't. I really want this check to make it. I do. And then I have this very pretty floral. So those are the fabrics that I have picked out that I have got to figure out where I'm going to put to keep Mr. Grayson off of it. And Daddy's over there loving Grayson. Look at them. Look at them. They just loving one another. That's what's wrong with the cat. Cut myself off. I hit the mouse. I did. And it was hovering over the button. So there we go. Okay. So that's our new quilt-along that will be coming up. I'm also going to host another sew-along coming up too. And I don't know if we'll start it at the same time. We may start it at the same time as we're doing the Winter's Kiss, or it may be afterwards. And I'm going to talk about this in my driving video too that's going to go up Friday. So this is kind of a repeat, and I'm sorry guys to repeat the same thing. I do look tired, don't I? I didn't sleep good last night. I was awake at 1 a.m. I could never really go back to sleep. So anyway, so I love Lori Holt. I do. I have most of her books, and there's some of them I don't have because I don't really care for them, but I have most of her books. And I have a lot of her So Simple Shapes, and that's something else we're going to be sewing on too because I need to use those. And I actually started one of them. We just need to finish it. So anyway, I love her quilt seeds. Love them. And I would love to have the flower one, the house one, and I know she has a stocking one coming up where the quilt seeds, I can't afford to purchase them. So I'm going to design us some quilt seeds that we're going to be doing as a sew-along, maybe a 9-month sew-along. It'd just be 9 across, 3 across, 3 down, something like that. So what you doing, big guy? Never fails, does it? Did you watch the short of me trying to get my quilt backing and stuff ready yesterday, and he was helping me? Did y'all see that? I know you did, Peggers. Really do. No booty in the camera. That's Grayson. Pepper's outside. She likes being outside. She's got to come in and eat. We're feeding them separate because Grayson eats his food and then he goes over there and he takes Pepper's. I just discovered that this week. that he's hogging up his wet food and then he goes and he eats hers, and she's tiny. So I know she probably won't eat all of it, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Anyway, I'm going to design us. I'm going to start with the flower one because we may start it after this. I don't know yet. I haven't even got it designed yet. So I'm going to design us a flower quilt seeds, and we're going to start stitching that, and it'll be one a month. And like I said, there'll probably be 9 of them. May do 10. I don't know. So there'll be 9 of those. My nose is running, guys. So there'll be 9 of those, and I'm kind of excited about it. I hope y'all are excited about it too, because I know I am. I'm really looking forward to it. What else? I did create a Patreon account. I haven't published it yet because I want your feedback. So you guys, what do you think? I know times are hard. Times are so hard, and things are so expensive. So anyway, oh, and I thought about doing, if I can figure out how to share the screen on here, I thought about doing, like, showing y'all my EQ8 software. If anybody is interested, or have you ever been interested in the EQ8 software? I know it's a lot of money, and you're like, God, that's so expensive. I don't know. And I got mine on sale at Christmas last year. So if you're interested in it, I think around Thanksgiving, Christmas, sometime in there, they do put this software on sale, and I want the block base to go with my EQ8 software. So if I can figure out how to do this share screen thing, I'll see. It may be alive. I don't know. I got to figure out how I can do that. I don't know, because I'm using Photo Booth on my Mac. Camera selection. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. And I can show you guys. All right, guys. So I've tied up enough of your time this evening. I want to get this video posted, and I'm looking forward to our sew along. I should have the sewing guide ready by the weekend, and I'll put up a video and tell you that it's ready, and I'll put the link to Dropbox in there so you can go download it. So I have, every time, the one time we did this sew along, I still had people coming back and saying, I can't find where is the sewing guide? They didn't listen to the video. They didn't watch it all the way through, because I clearly tell y'all that I put it in the description, and they didn't read the description either, because I state in the description it's below. So anyway, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening, and I'll meet you back here. Bye for now.